Well, a very good morning to you, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Welcome back to the stream. You're with Tim's a Pilot here, live from the UK, twitch.tv and, of course, Jetstream TV on YouTube. Just a nice short flight today. You can see 28 minutes here on our journey today. We're going to be departing Cardiff Airport in the very southern part of South Wales, and then heading out into the Midlands, past Birmingham, up to Leicester, and then across Derby, and then down into Manchester in the northwest. Should be a very nice flight. Weather doesn't look great. Flight conditions is real world and real time, as we always try to do here. And we're in a fictitious aircraft today because obviously British Airways do not have the 737 MAX in their fleet. But as this aircraft does have the BA livery, we'll be flying that today. So it's the Boeing 737 MAX of British Airways today, Cardiff to Manchester. Thank you very much indeed for joining me here live on the stream. Sorry guys, just having my morning coffee, bear with. Good thing with this aircraft, once you've configured the flight plan within Flight Simulator, you don't need to update and program the FMC, so everything should be in the flight management computer for the route today. We will obviously go in and check it, make sure there's no flight discontinuities or any gaps between the waypoints, and just ensure that the flight route is correct. Well, there's our view over Cardiff. Doesn't look very nice, does it? Some nice lighting over the bay there, off out towards the sea, and there is our aircraft holding short of runway 30. Okay, let's get ready to go. Okay, so we're in the cockpit. We'll hide the controls. Always do this because they just get on my nerves. Let's get rid of that one as well. Excellent stuff. Just modify the PFD. Excellent stuff. And then we'll just check the FMC before we do absolutely anything else. Make sure that the flight plan is all good. Okay, so let's have a look at the legs. That's all good. Next page. Next page. Next page. Next page. That's all good. Down to the MCT. Right, that's good. That's a VOR DME approach into Manchester. Right, just check my notes here quickly in the cockpit. So we are on a Beacon 1 Alpha departure today from Cardiff from runway 30, so that's BCN, 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 as you can see. So there is the BCN waypoint. We need to be at 3,800 feet on reaching. Number of waypoints then in between the departure and the arrival, and we're on an Elvo 1 mic, so between BCN we've got Luxto, Peppel, and then Elvos, which is the arrival. Trent, of course, is around the Stoke-on-Trent area, and then obviously Dane is just to the south of Manchester, and then that's our routing in to runway 23 right, so we're on a VOR DME approach today. Okay, everything is looking good in the flight plan. Let's go back to our view. Let's get some lights on. Sure everything's working as it should be. They're all on, they're all on. Taxi lights on, and make sure everything else is on over here. Strobe lights. Excellent stuff, excellent stuff. That's all on, that's all on, that's all on, and the dome light is off. Perfect. Right, just a quick check around the aircraft. Moody weather, but should make for interesting viewing here on our 30-minute flight up to Manchester. Nose cam, cockpit, left wing, right wing engine, left wing flaps, right wing flaps, gear, nose wheel, captain's view, and FMC and PFD. Excellent. Right, without further ado, let's go flying, guys and girls. I'm not messing around with the views on takeoff today. We're just going to get up, probably switch to the gear view to retract the gear, and then we're going to get straight into the autopilot. So 3, 2, 1, now thrust's coming up, levels looking good, stabilised, and parking brake released.
V1.
V1. Rotate. That's a positive rate. Gears coming up. Just hand fly the aircraft for the time being. We'll just reduce the view on the ND range ever so slightly. With the right turn coming up, so we'll get the autopilot in now. Autopilot engaged. LNAV. So just why have I done that? Let's get speed in. Get them flaps up. Auto throttle engaged. $10,000 feet selected. So heading inland now at the moment, and then we're going to be making a northeasterly track up to Beacon waypoint, which is our departure. We're on the Beacon 1 Alpha from runway 30. Let's just check the FMC for the cruise. Struggling to see that, my eyesight's getting worse. Okay, it's looking like flight level 380 is the cruise today. That's all good, that works. Let's get that in the box. Flight level 380 selected. PS mode. I'm going to be coming up at around about 2,500 feet per minute. increase the speed now. Now up to about 300 knots as we punch our way north. Just going to step away from the cockpit, guys. I'm just going to leave you with some ASMR for the next couple of minutes and I will come right back. We're currently climbing to flight level 380 from 10,000 feet. Thank you so much indeed for joining us here at Jetstream TV. Okay, apologies guys, but nature calls, as you do. Let's have a look outside the aircraft. Still climbing up through the levels now. Not yet over 30,000 feet. There's no contrails yet, but the patchwork quilt, you could say, of the Welsh countryside beneath us there. Lovely. Fixing the mic here, guys, bear with me. Okay, let's see how we're getting on. Alright, so just increase the ND range there so we can see what's going on with the flight plan. Okay, so currently heading direct Luxtow at 33 nautical miles inbound. We have a 61 knot crosswind from left to right on the nose, which is absolutely terrible. We're at 219, just doing 219 miles per hour on the ground speed, which is very, very low. We're at borderline, almost stalling. Just bear with me, guys. 2 minutes. Just see what we can do about this. Where are we? We're at flight level 210. We're not climbing, and we don't have any more available thrust, and the speed is lowering. What's going on? Right, we'll put the VS in. Lower the nose slightly. Give it that bit more thrust. Bring our vertical speed up to 2,500 feet per minute. Like it, speed's increasing now. I've had to manually do the throttles. I don't think the auto throttle's working on this plane. Anyway, we're climbing and the speed is increasing. Heading direct Luxtow. Our ground speed's improving now. That's good. Just keep the throttles on full till we get up into the cruise. Let's just check the FMC. Should be at flight level 380 by Luxtow, which is 25 nautical miles away. Then we're beginning the descent straight away down to Peppel and Elvos. On reaching Elvos we need to be at 20,000 feet. So probably won't make it up into the cruise today, guys, because we've just had that bit of a glitch with the autopilot. So I think we'll just level off at 280 today. Set and running. Brighten it. How'd you brighten up the we'll figure it out another day. Ground speed's improving now, 300 knots, 302, 303, that's picking up nicely. 19 nautical miles inbound, Luxtow now, and we're going to level off at 280. The autopilot should be doing its thing momentarily. And we can see here, this will start levelling off now as we reach 280. You can see it's surrounded with the magenta bug on it, which means we are going to 280 and no higher, and the speed is creeping up now, 267 knots, and there we are in the cruise at flight level 280. You can see We are levelling off now nicely. Excellent stuff. Lots and lots of cloud and weather around today. There's it's going to be interesting for the descent into Manchester. Contrails behind us and the moon up above. Wonderful. Ah. Oh, they're a nice screenshot, a bit different to the norm. Take that one. And let's just get another one while we're there. Contrails in and the moon in the centre. Lovely. One more screenshot. That should do us for the thumbnail for YouTube, guys. We're just going to manually control the throttles on this. The autopilot's playing up. There is our left turn now at Luxtow, heading direct to Peppel. It should be anyway. Yeah, Peppel now 10 nautical miles away. Right, let's we need to start descending. We need to be at flight level 200 by Elvos. That's the arrival, the Elvo 1 Mike, and on reaching Trent we need to be at 14,000, so we'll get the descent in now to 14. feet selected and running. The nose of the aircraft should be dipping ever so slightly. Yeah, there we go, in the descent now. Just going to engage vertical speed because I never actually do that. Let's see if that makes any difference on where we're descending to and when. Vertical speed on. Auto throttle on. BS mode and LNAV engaged. Now let's just have a look at that. So why are we climbing again? Makes no sense. Why are we climbing? Ah, it's because it's going off the FMC. Ah, makes sense now, yeah, because we were supposed to be at 380, wasn't we? Ah, we've got traffic, guys, we've got traffic, bear with me. It's okay, we're good. Right, we'll get rid of VNAV. Vertical speed, and we'll send the aircraft now. Okay, descending now to 14,000, heading direct Peppel and then Elvos. Passing Birmingham Airport now, BHX off to the left. to kind of Nottingham and Leicester area, where we'll be making a left-hand turn at Elvos next. So as we are descending, we'll just double check that we are. Yes, there we are, 27,000 feet, coming down to 14 now at just 2,500 feet per minute. That's all good. I'll leave you with the captain's view off the nose of the aircraft. 2 minutes, guys. I'm just going to nip back to the lobby, have a word with the cabin crew, and get myself a nice coffee. I'll be right back momentarily. So guys, back in the cockpit now with a nice fresh hot cup of coffee as we descend down to 14,000 feet. I didn't mean the lobby, we're not in a hotel, we're in an aircraft, I meant the galley. Do tend to get my words mixed up on occasion, but yes, here we are now descending now to 14,000 feet, coming up to Nottingham. Just left Birmingham behind off on our left hand side. There's our left hand turn at Elvos now. In the descent. Lovely day for flying once you're above the clouds there. There's our left turn at Elvos. Yeah, heading direct Trent now. Where we need to be at 14,000 feet on reaching Coochie after that, or Cushy. We need to be at 11,000 and 8,000 feet by Dane, which is all good. 23 nautical miles inbound Trent, currently 20,000 feet. We'll just modify our rate of descent there. We need to be coming down a little bit faster than that. 3,500 feet. We'll bring the altitude down to 8,000 on reaching for Dane. 8,000 feet selected, and we will modify our speed, bring that back to 250 knots below 10,000, which we will be passing through in the next 5-10 minutes or so. Okay, aircraft configured. Once the throttle is now on and doing its thing, that's all good. It always helps if you actually click the speed button, doesn't it, guys? Let's just increase the ND range there, or zoom in should I say, on the PFD. That's better, gives us a better look at our track. Yeah, Cushy next, and Dane, we need to be 8,000 feet by Dane, 16,000, descending at 3,500 feet per minute. Excellent stuff. Trent, 14 nautical miles inbound, 52 knots wind, bang on the nose of the aircraft, slowing us now the ground speed at 390 miles per hour. Very tricky aircraft, this one, to land unless you get the approach speed and the landing speed exactly right. You tend to bounce down the runway. So let's see if we can master that today and get a butter landing down at Manchester on runway 23 right. Lovely approach this, the Elvo 1 Mike, coming in over Trent and Stoke, the crew area, and then tracking north up to Manchester. Doesn't seem to be descending. Let's just check where we are and what it's doing. 14,000, it's frozen at 14,000. That's fine, that's what we've asked it to do. No, 8,000 feet we need to be going to, don't we? Bear with me, guys. 8,000 feet. BS mode. Just dip the nose of the aircraft ever so slightly. Bring that down at 3,000 feet per minute. Shortly passing through 10,000 feet now. We're at 250 knots. Everything looking good. And as we are approaching Elvo, we are on the actual arrival down to Manchester on the Elvo 1 Mike. Expecting a VOR DME approach onto runway 23 right now. Just taking these lovely views of the fluffy clouds that we have here at around about 10,000 feet. A number of little manoeuvres and turns here on the Elvo arrival. .8,000 feet on reaching now. Excellent. The aircraft should start levelling off, and the next waypoint is Dane in 12 nautical miles. We need to be at 8,000 feet. Excellent. MCT, the next waypoint, we need to be at 3,500 feet. We'll keep it at 8,000 for now. Excuse me, guys. Okay, so not on reaching Dane yet. At MCT we need to be at 3,500 feet, so on reaching Dane we'll descend the aircraft even further. Obviously we need to avoid the high ground and go in at the monitored altitudes that we've been given in the FMC to avoid any high ground around the Peak District, which is off to the east of Manchester. Some high ground over the Glossop Valley, which the Elvo 1 Mike will take us down before our turn back for the runway at 23. Rather a nice view. Subtle turn at Dane now. Yeah, there we go. Awesome. MCT next. We'll just bring the aircraft down ever so slightly. 3,500 feet next. taxiing, set and running. Just descend the aircraft at 2,500 feet per minute now. Why is the speed at 300 knots? Shouldn't be. (2,500 feet on the speed) as we head direct MCT now, which is directly over the airport, and then we'll be banking off to the east. MCT there, we'll be making subtle right turns now. Yep, right turn coming up. Wonderful views here over Manchester. Wait for that cloud to clear, we'll get a screenshot of that, lovely. Very nice indeed. Excuse me. Frog in the throat again, guys, bear with me. Drink of that coffee. Ah, it's better. Okay, descending 3,500 feet now. As we go through the clag, there we are at the altitude required, 250 knots. All is looking good with a further right turn. There is Manchester Airport right off the nose, guys. You can't see it because of the cloud, but it is there, I assure you. Just make out the runways there. There we go, it's clearing up. There is the airport to the bottom left of the screen. Not the best weather here over Manchester right now, visibility is not great. There is the airport beneath us off the left hand side. Got an aircraft taxiing down there as we head out towards Stockport and the Glossop Valley to turn back for the arrival onto runway 23 right, which you can see right there under the engine. Let's just increase zoom in on the ND range there. Nautical distance range, that stands for, guys. Okay. MCT10 heading out to the Glossop Valley with a turn, and then we'll come back on ourselves. 14, 15 knot nose, wind on the nose there, 15 knot wind, 244 on the ground speed. Currently 10:30 in the morning here in Manchester, and we're tracking direct Delta 123. There we are, flying out toward the reservoir in Stockport. See that on the left hand side. You can see the high ground directly ahead of us, which is just as we creep in towards the Peak District. Maintaining 3,500 feet, because you can see the high ground directly ahead of us there, and once we make our turn back we can descend lower then and get ready for the arrival onto 23 right. Done dozens of flights into Manchester here. It's one of my most favourite arrivals. I love the approach into Manchester. Scenery over the Glossop Valley and the Peak District is simply breathtaking. You can see all of the reservoirs and the lakes off to the right hand side there. Wonderful stuff. Let's go on the nose cam and have a quick look round. See, absolutely stunning scenery that we've got ahead of us here, guys. And there are the reservoirs and lakes I was referring to. Very nice indeed. Wonderful stuff. And there is our turn now. Avoiding that high ground. Visibility is a little bit better now. You can just see there off the left wing is the city centre of Manchester. And the Glossop Valley beneath us. Beautiful countryside. Very nice indeed. Look at that. That's a shot, isn't it? So as we are leaving the high ground of the Peak District behind us, we can now go in and continue our descent. I'm going to take it down to 2,000 feet, guys.
2,500.
2,500 feet actually. In fact, no, we'll take it to 2,000. 2,200 will do us nicely. Vertical speed. Let's bring that down ever so slightly. 1,000 feet per minute should do us on the descent. We'll slow the aircraft now. We'll slow the aircraft to 170 knots. That should give us an absolutely lovely arrival into Manchester today. Well, the weather was lovely over the Glossop Valley, and as we head back towards Manchester, it's just dull, grey, cloudy. Hopefully there'll be some breaks in this cloud for the arrival, so we get a nice clear shot of the runway on the way in. 44 minutes into the stream now, guys. Thank you so much indeed. As we bank left towards Stockport now, with the reservoir on the nose, as we make our final approaches into Manchester 23 right. Cabin crew, 10 minutes. 10 minutes to landing, thank you. $2,500 checked. And then banking left directly over the reservoir. What a great view that is today, guys and girls. And there will be a continuous left turn now as we head directly to the airport. And making a right turn shortly. Yeah. Coming in over Stockport now. Right, we'll get some flaps in. Looks like the aircraft's climbing to me. Why is it climbing? What's going on there? Why is the aircraft climbing? That's fucking weird. Bear with me, guys. So, oh, there's a runway ahead of us. In fact, we'll just get rid of the autopilot. We'll come in now for a manual. And auto throttle disengaged. We'll just keep descending the aircraft now. We'll get the gear down. There's the runway directly ahead of us. I don't know why it was climbing then. We're just going to do a circle off to the left, guys, just to get rid of some of this altitude. Fully configured for landing. Need to slow the aircraft. Just remember, guys, this aircraft likes to bounce down the runway, so we'll just give ourselves a little turn, slow some speed. There's no traffic around at the minute, so things are looking okay.
$2,500.
2,500 checked. Manchester City, directly off the nose of the aircraft now. There is Stockport County's football ground. Guys, just on the nose of the aircraft down there. We're heading directly over the top of it now. Coming right in now for the runway.
$1,000.
1,000 feet checked. I have control. The aircraft seems to be wanting to fly itself, and I'm not sure why, guys. Autopilot is disengaged. Some speed brakes in. Running quite quick by the looks of things. We're not too good or too high on the pappies there. We just need to
500.
lower the nose of the aircraft. The pappies are coming
400.
down now. Profile's looking good.
300.
300 checked. Decision is to land.
200.
Coming in a bit fast, guys. We'll just flare the aircraft now. Plenty of runway here at
100.
Manchester.
50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
Go around, go around, go around. Gears coming up. Flaps up. And speed brakes in. The aircraft's descending, guys. I don't know why. Bear with me 2 minutes. Auto throttle is off. Let's get rid of the auto throttle. Off. Flight director is on. That's fine. Yeah, engines are doing what they need to do. The auto throttle was on then. I was getting no power at all. no power at all. 51 minutes into the stream now, heading back towards Manchester City. As we do a go around here at Manchester. See, why's the aircraft banking right? It's turning on its own. Doesn't make sense. Why is it turning? It makes no sense at all. What's going on with this? Right, autopilot is off. I need full control here. What's going on? Better have a bit more control of the aircraft now. Dear God, it's like the automated systems just want to take over. It's like AI in the real world. Unbelievable. Let's check where we are in relation to the airfield. Okay, take it out, and we'll be making a turn back over Stockport again for our second attempt. Okay, on flaps 10. Making a right hand turn over Stockport now. Glossop Valley off to our left hand side. Clearing up nicely. Let's hope that on this approach we've got a better view of the airfield. Gears coming down. Get the flaps in. Fully configured for our second attempt. Airport off to the right hand side. 40 knots, all good.
2,500.
2,500 feet checked. To the airport. And we'll just get a screenshot of that on the approach as we turn for 2-3 right here. Slightly to the left of the profile.
1,000.
1,000 checked, fully configured for landing. Continue. Pappy's looking good. 3 whites, 1 red. 2 whites, 2 reds. Profile is good. 300 feet checked. Continue.
200. 100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
And on the ground at Manchester, guys, safe and sound. Excellent stuff, beautiful landing. Thank you very much indeed for flying Jetstream TV. That was precision. That's how you do land in this aircraft. It's got to be the smoothest landing I've done in the 737 MAX. That one, lovely. 58 minutes, bang on the money, guys, on the ground at Manchester. Let's get rid of that auto brake. Get them flaps in now and the speed brakes. Oh, easy, we don't want to go on the grass, do we? Steady now, steady. Back on the taxiway, that's what we need. Well, that had everything, guys. That flight up from Cardiff. We're bang on the hour mark. Thank you so much indeed for joining us here at Jetstream TV. Tim's a Pilot live on twitch.tv. It'd be great if you could give us a subscribe, a like, and it's always fantastic to read your comments. Tell you what we'll do. We'll come in on this jet bridge here. For the markings for where to park. In fact, we'll just pull it in here, guys. If we can just stop it there and request ground services. Manchester ground services, there we go. Manchester ground. And jetway connection is there. And there we have it, guys. On the ground at Manchester. Door is open, and passengers are ready to disembark. Thank you so much indeed for joining us here at Jetstream TV. Until the next one, guys, we'll see you very, very soon. Look after yourselves and take care. Just get a little screen grab off the nose of the aircraft there now with the jet bridge selected. It's rather a lovely shot. Nice. Okay, that'll do us for the screen grab for YouTube. Cheers, see you next time. Thanks so much indeed for coming along for the ride.